Greetings and welcome to another video about VoiceAttack and Elite VA plugin for Elite Dangerous. This is part 2 of auto honking. In part 1 of the auto honking video, we made a command to auto honk when we jumped into a system. It worked, but it's a bit slow to say the least, and I did allude to another way of doing said command. However, there's actually 2 ways of doing it. And in the best Lou Peter fashion, here's some I prepared earlier. So we've got version 1 and we've got version 2. Now looking at it, it looks fairly similar to the other one, but this version's better and it's more efficient and it works faster. So what did we do? Well, we changed the loop. Here we have a variable which sets a temporary variable to be the same as the fire group that we're currently in, whatever that may be. And then we check that temporary variable to see if it equals 0. If it doesn't, we go back 1 fire group, reduce the temporary position by 1, pause for 1/10 of a second, and then loop. And when the temporary variable hits 0, the loop will end, it will press the key, and we'll carry on. And it works so much faster, and it's so much more efficient than the previous one. So let's now test it and see what happens. We're just going to change the fire group. Version 1. There we go. Far more efficient. If we look at the fire groups, we'll make sure in fire group H, version 1. There we go, straight back to 0, much quicker. So now we look at the other version we did. Go back in, we've got version 2, which works differently. So we're not using a loop in this one, we're using conditions. And all we're doing is saying, is the fire group equal to 1? If it is, we'll go back 1 fire group, which puts up at 0. If it's 2, we'll go back 2, like pause in between them, just so the game can keep up. If it's 3, we'll go back 3. But if it's 4, we're going to go forward, because it takes less key presses to go forward than it does to keep going backwards. And so on down to the end. So if we're on fire group 7, which is the last fire group in the list, when we go forward 1, we loop back to the beginning and we go back to the first fire group. So we'll test that one. But now we can test version 2. So let's make sure we're in a different fire group. There we go, that was fire group E. Version 2. Off we go. Make sure we're on the last fire group. Version 2. And version 2 is faster than version 1. We have less keys to press. So while version is a bigger command, it's actually more efficient because we're only doing individual checks. Because as soon as we get to that position, it's only going to do that command. So version 2 is the better command overall because it's faster. There we go, you've got 3 ways of doing the same thing, which hopefully can give you ideas for your own commands. If you have any questions, comments, ideas, what anything, put them in the comments section below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you've enjoyed the video or found it useful, click the like button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe too and share the video out. Until the next one, take care and I'll see you soon. Toodles!